What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody is getting ready to enjoy their Friday. It is April 25th, 5:35 a.m. Central Time. It's been a minute since I've been back. I've been a little bit preoccupied with work. Summer is here, so usually when the summer is just arriving, it's normally construction season for us, so we work a little harder. And on top of that too, there was really not much to discuss in the crypto space, TikTok, YouTube, because we pretty much covered up a lot of things. So I decided to go a little bit of a different route and take days off, and let's just let things marinate and see what people come up with. So and discuss about what is out there right now. What's kicking. So what's going on, Chops? How you been, man?
What's up, man? Same here.
Same shit, different smell.
I think seeing all around.
You keep breaking up already early in the morning, man. You gotta fix that. There you go, breaking up again.
Brain fever.
Huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, brother. I did not comprehend not a single fucking sentence you just said.
It was, I was an idiot. I forgot to shut off my Wi-Fi, and I stepped outside with the dogs. And I was like, that's a both whammy, trying to pick up Wi-Fi and in my pocket. No, I'm just saying, about the same, man. Spring season's here. Spring fever, everybody working, doing yard work. Probably took their mind off a little bit of shit. I'm sure the usuals are still out there going crazy. I just don't see as much because I block them all, so I see the ones that I want to see.
Right.
And, a little break does some people good at sometimes, but still packing my bags, I can tell you that much.
Well, that's what it's all about, Well, the season is changing and people are getting out there a little more. Well, at least I know we are. But uh,
Yeah.
all we can do is enjoy the time that we have left, other than just being, constantly being rammed into crypto, because you can't really change anything what's based on what the market's going to do.
Right.
So.
Right. And trying to tell people again too, like the news, the narrative, like I always said, they mean nothing. Like you still listen for them here and there, but like it's nothing, man. Like most things are already priced in, and then the narrative comes out or the momentum's already started. It's just more hype for people to talk about, which is fine. I mean, that's what news is for. But
right.
Watch the market, man. It will tell you what it's doing.
Well, I mean, just looking at, this is the first time right now, me just looking at the XPR chart, and right now, the thing is kind of running sideways, in a little bit of a small uptrend,
Yep.
but it's running sideways, so I don't think I've missed much.
Not from XPR, no, not too much. That's why, like I said, still packing my bags. It didn't go past that area there where I still want to always pack, but where I start worrying about, it's a higher price point. Other stuff has. I mean, Tau has absolutely exploded.
Right. I saw that Tau went up. Ethereum went up a little bit. I know Bitcoin has gone up a little bit as well. I think it's on the 90s or close to the 90s.
Yeah, it hit 94 or something, and then it's at like 93. I'm wondering if it will like taper off and maybe we'll see more pull up. Who knows, man? That's the whole thing. Like, you never know what real narrative or what's gonna happen. So let's just take it and see. Anything going up is a good sign. So
yes.
I want to see again coming into a third weekend in a row that it's not gonna go red, and not having a red Sunday again is key.
Right. But also too, I took a little bit of a break off from this too, because the euphoria of doing this whole fucking streaming has worn off a little bit. So I realized that okay, now that that shit is worn out, and it's a little bit time consuming, right? When you do this,
absolutely,
and so I was like, okay, I need to back off, and let's just let me gather some stuff in here, and then go back in there live and discuss something, because I go and I scroll, I check TikTok, it's the same fucking people talking about the same thing over and over.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Same shit. Shit. I popped in, like, JC's doing her lives now, which is cool, man. She's been around a while, popping in everybody. And last night I go in, I might even post it in our text group, but I go in and I see Rico and Zoe talking, and it's XRP and Ripple, and I'm like, just really? And it sucks because JC, if you, like, it's not what you always want to talk about. And I'm not listening to that shit. So I'm like, peace. I said I gave her some gifts because she's always giving gifts, and then says I come out. There's no way I'm going to sit there and listen to those informative, non-informative people discuss that shit.
Right. It's not like you're gonna change the fucking market by talking about it all day, 24/7, and it's like.
Well, it's the same. It's the same discussions, and just like it's just the same shit that goes nowhere. It's just. Right. I mean, if you really want to like do it, like where you're educating in the sense of teaching, like, hey man, you really got to check this out and let me know what you think when you read this. No, it's a whole different narrative when they speak of it. Like let's learn, let's collab and learn. Like listening to a different scenario or thesis or anything.
Right. I'll tell you what though, farming pays on the Metalx platform. I will say that.
Yeah, it does.
It pays, and it pays better regardless if it's a good market or a terrible market. Yeah, it pays, especially.
8 seconds. Down to 8 seconds.
Correct. For example, I don't know if the APRs change on. Oh, okay, never mind. Nope. I know what I did. So I ended up, farming Metal blockchain with the stable coin, right?
Yeah, XMD. Yep.
And those are pretty good too.
Yeah, it's like 36, right? 36%. Yeah. And you know what's good about when you do those, like I was saying, so even with me with USDC and XPR, you have to match it 1 for 1. So if you put in $1,000 XPR, you got to have $1,000 USDC. So here's the thing: does it suck holding stablecoin? No, not really, because if you're wrong in the market and something happens and that coin tanks, you still have that dollar.
Right.
You still have that dollar, right? And you can use that dollar at that point if you want to buy the tanking, take it out and buy that, and it's a stable coin. Like, yes, a stable coin can still collapse, or a project can collapse, but the likelihood of it isn't as strong, you know? And it's a little more safer, and you get a higher reward off of it. Way higher reward.
Right. And that's basically, you know, what I realized. It's like, yes, it's a risky. Now let me ask people, the 8 people that are in the panel, what investment is not a risk? Everything is a risk.
Everything is a risk.
Okay, let's take away crypto and stocks. If you go out into the real world, you want to open up a business, you get a loan, that's a fucking risk.
Takes a lot of work, too.
Takes a lot of work, and you can't get rid of it if it fails.
Right. So, Jojo, here you go. Look at it like this. You invest more time, energy, and money into that, right?
Correct.
Time and work is the money, so you're tripling it. When you're investing in this, yes, it takes time, but not the same amount, right? It's not the same. I mean, if I open a restaurant, I'd be fucking, like, dying there trying to keep it going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until you get the things in place, I understand that. But to get it going and operating, and it could still fail. And then you've exhausted your time, energy, and like, the workload and money. Here, you put it in, and you're hoping you're buying something that holds and, you know, stays put, or you can put it to work and make a little money on the side with it, too. Yeah.
Right.
It's a total different category of investing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather lose on this than lose on spending my entire year trying to get something started.
Right.
And it not succeeding.
Exactly. So that's part of a risk right there. If you are an average American working every day and you have a house to pay, guess what? That's also a risk, because you live paycheck to paycheck trying to keep up with those payments. And so you can also lose that. You know, you can do everything right for a company or for yourself, and somewhere down the line you can still get screwed. So nothing in here is guaranteed. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. If there's one thing I have learned, is you either go in, risk it for the biscuits, throwing haymakers, taking losses, taking wins, so that you learn and become better. That's all I can say. But you don't complain, you don't whine, and you don't blame the market, you don't blame Wall Street, you don't blame the elites, you blame nobody but yourself, and understand what you got to do next. Why you fucked up. So that's that.
I will say this though, I think TikTok changed like format or like their algorithm again or some shit. It's just totally different and out of whack than it was before. I've noticed.
I haven't really noticed.
I think they're always doing some. Well, you took a little break, but mine's definitely different. Let's just put it that way. You can tell when something's different. You know, when you're looking at shit, it's definitely different.
It must be, I don't know. I mean, it must be the Chinese. What can I say?
Yeah, that's how they're getting us back. We fucking those Americans. I don't even know if that's Chinese, but you know, it's a little accent with Chinese always helps.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, man, just stockpiling, loading it. I got it down to 8 seconds for XPR. Hopefully I can get it down to like 7 or 6 on the next play. Just keep trying. I keep trying to find like other coins that I really don't want to be in anymore and just sell out and move it over to.
Right. That reminds me, I want to take a look at something in particular, and that is, where is she at? Let's see if I can find it. 60, 70 something, 80 something. Wow, where the fuck is my favorite coin that I kind of like, and I want to invest, and I never did, but it lost so much money because it got cleaned out. Mantra.
Oh yeah. What's it at now? I haven't looked at it all week.
I don't know, but the motherfucker it was moved from, it's at 100. It went down the list of 114th place, So it's at 51 cents.
So it's still struggling down there.
It's still going down.
Yeah. Well, the low on its first dip was like 36. Then it came up to $1 or something, and went back down, and back down.
Right. Yeah, I see that it was like 70, 80 cents, and then now it went back down to 51. So,
oh.
What do you know? Wow.
Man, I'm tired again. Another tired day. Draft was yesterday.
Oh, yes.
After that, I only made some.
I think we got a good tight end. Speaking of football, I didn't watch too much, but
What's your team?
The Raiders.
Oh, you got Genty, man. You got my boy, the running back.
Mm-hmm.
From Boise.
So
that dude's a beast, man. That dude is fun to watch.
You know, all I'm hoping is that with the new coach and quarterback, right, for the Raiders, I believe the coach
Pete
now.
Carroll.
Yes.
Pete Carroll. And he picked up perfect Marshawn Lynch style running back. That's even better than Marshawn, in my opinion. Different breed. The dude is something else, man. I'm telling you.
And that's why I'm hoping that with the players that we have, with Max Crosby, Robert Spillane, who else? With our offensive tight end, Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? I do like the wide receiver, I believe, Jacoby Myers. Still there?
He's a little stud. Yep.
And then our running back, Zamir White. I thought he was good. I think it was decent.
Yeah, he was okay. He was a plus. You'll see, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. Go. You ever watch Genty? You ever watch him play?
Negative.
Oh my God. Just watch some film on that boy. I mean, I watched him his whole career because I always watch those West Coast games. And there's a lot of talent out there that's sneaky. He wasn't sneaky after last year. I knew he wasn't going to be. The year before, he started putting on the radar, and I'm like, this guy's going to be on the Heisman ballot, early. And he was. He should have won the Heisman Trophy, hands down. Not Shador.
Well, what happened to him? He didn't get. He still hasn't been picked.
I don't know. I didn't finish watching the draft from pick 23, so I don't know if he got picked or not. Let me see.
Yeah, I figured, man, he's probably gonna go down the drain, and I just now that overall that I'm thinking about him, how they try to hype him through the media that he was gonna be this great fucking player because of his daddy and his brother, this whole fucking nepotism, right? But it no longer applied to this draft pick because you see that everybody sees it, that he's average. He is just an average quarterback. That's it. There's nothing special about him. I have never seen him play against the top schools in the country, and we don't know how he would perform.
He's competitive. He's competitive.
Yeah,
he
and
can make plays. He's not in an NFL offense. When the speed comes, his other skill sets will be diminished a little bit. Does he have talent? Yes. Is he a Heisman Trophy? Fucking not even close. He took the ballot because of his fucking name.
Again, it's all hyped up, and he's average at best. I think he would. I think
he
at best.
Nope. He did not get drafted in the first round. Wait, now, when's the last time a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback did not get drafted in the first round in the NFL?
Because we know.
I want to know. It's probably never happened.
I don't know with this new administration. Maybe they don't pay for DEI anymore. Maybe they're like, that shit don't work in the NFL. You know how for the longest they were doing that. That's how the NFL was making money through government. Now they're not getting that shit no more. And so, anyways, long story making it short about him. Back to what I was saying. If he was that good, like the media tried to hype him up about, why didn't the top schools recruited him to go to school and play for those big top schools? I'll tell you why. Because he's probably not that fucking smart with the books. That's why.
Not even that. He plays off his skill set. his talent, his ability as an athlete.
That's my point. You know?
It's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
I mean, let's be realistic. If you get picked to go to one of the top schools, shops, you have to be a smart dude. Stupid people don't go there. They just don't.
Yeah, not often.
Every once in a while, if you're really, really that good and the school wants you, they'll make an exception. But I don't think he was that bright to begin with to go there because he just didn't have that skill.
Like Vince Young played off his talent.
Right. And so that's that.
It happens, but it's good. You guys got the best player in the draft. He's just a difference maker. He come all the way down to you guys, which is a steal. Shador's still on the board. He'll go in the second round. Someone might actually come up for him and take a shot. But the Heisman Trophy winner, you might as well say the XRP of the NFL is still draftable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's you should have had him today. You should have had Shadar Sanders.
Are you still supporting? Your North Carolina Panthers?
Oh, I'm not a Panthers fan. I'm a Dolphins fan.
What?
Buffalo fan behind them. Yeah. I don't care about the state I'm in. I like my team that I like.
Right.
I've always been I used to grow up watching Danny Marino, man.
Dan Marino. Wow.
Yeah. It's a hard one to come back on. We really haven't had a quarterback since.
Let me ask you, do you guys still have Tua as your quarterback?
Yeah. I think yeah. You want to know what's funny? We're talking about Sanders. Miami might be the idiots to grab him, and I'll be like, you got to be kidding me. But they might, because they haven't drafted a quarterback in forever, and they really do need somebody that's agile, and he's one that's agile. And who fucking knows if they'll take him in Miami? I hope not, but they might. They might, man. They need somebody behind Tua.
I don't know, man. I mean, I would. Well, no. That kind of changed the plans. I forgot. I would have taken Justin Fields, but since he's a starting quarterback for the Steelers, I think it's a different story. That'll pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably do need you do need a new quarterback, because that fucking quarterback that you got, if you so much touch him, he's falling apart.
Half of them made it look like he was brain dead and never able to walk again. So yeah, he's just. Is he talented? Yeah. Do people know how to read him? Yep. Down in the season, and does our coach overthink everything? Yep. Does he try to stick with the game plan too long? Yep. And when the NFL adjusts, Tua's struggling, and our coach can't compensate for that, and neither can our quarterback, which is not a good mix. Right. If one of them can compensate with it, and it might be that our coach can't compensate with it because he knows the limits of his quarterback. So that's what he's dealing with,
Well, I hope that this season is a better season for the Raiders, because last year I think I got fucking scammed for buying their fucking Sunday season package, and I'm never going to pay for that fucker again.
Well, you know how to work your way back in. Just get a Fire Stick, jailbreak it out, or just program it. $25. Watch your Raiders. If they become good, you want better streamage and shit, then get the package or something.
Nah, I'm never paying for that shit again.
Well, don't pay for it. That's what I'm saying. Get a Fire Stick. It's $20 on Amazon, and program it. It's free.
Okay. Well, either way, yeah, I got scammed, and I couldn't even cancel it. That subscription plan. Once you're locked in for the whole season, right? So now.
If you call enough, you can get it.
So now, I'm done with that, and I'm just gonna finally stream it live and just be like, okay, I see right here. Yeah, no, this team sucks ass. So that's that. Now, back to the more important thing that we like so much, and we're waiting for the market to go up. Let's go back to crypto. What's going on, DeVenzo?
That's the moment that I come in. I let you guys talk about football or baseball. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's NFL. We like NFL, or possibly even college. I don't watch too much college, but I know college is Very extreme.
So hit me up with the NFL and college. So NFL is like the big league, or?
Yeah, it's the pros, and then college is collegiate, obviously.
Okay.
But college is big, and it is more entertaining because people are actually playing to be somebody. Not all of them, because some of them make the money now, but it's definitely more. You don't get I don't know. You don't got people that are paid and don't have to be there and kind of pout around like little divas after making their 50 million.
They're playing. Yeah, they're playing aggressive.
Right. A little
I was like,
by the way, H-Bar and RSR have really good movements going on this weekend today.
Yeah, even Chainlink is going up. It's at 15. Holding.
I didn't look to the charts today.
Well,
I have a baby of
RSR got listed on Coinbase, which helped it.
It did?
Yeah, but I'm hoping, I know it's not the end of the world, but if XPR can get on Crypto.com and Coinbase would be nice.
Doing no shit.
It would be nice. That'd be good for me.
I mean, well, I think it's on, is it on Kraken? I can't remember.
I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
So yeah. I know it's Friday. It's Friday. Monday is like my next Friday because Tuesday is half a day, and I head to the beach, and I can't wait to get there. Cause
you guys were not like this much up
trip.
this week, yeah?
What was that?
What's that?
You guys were not like this much up this week.
No.
Not really.
I missed you guys.
I'm working. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be back sometime more often. I've just been busy gardening, working, dogs, taking a break, on all of it together.
Hey, Devenzo, if you want to come out and help me fucking shovel out there in the, in the nice open world, digging out some trenches and shoveling, by the time you're done, and you get home and you eat, you can only stay up for about an hour or two and your ass will go to bed.
Crazy, I know.
Well, yeah, when your brain's shot, it's hard to get on a computer and do a live.
And the worst part is, if I do go live, I don't want to be on there live, exhausted, trying to go to fucking sleep, falling asleep on the chair like an idiot.
I'm like already 2 days falling asleep in West and Wadi's life. I took the virus from you guys,
Yeah.
CCS,
So, besides, I mean, there's a lot of things that, there's news always comes out. Not that it really fucking matters because it doesn't affect the market, but
anything though. Like
that's my point.
In the morning, everybody was like already over here. So for you guys, it's 1 at night then. So at 5 in the morning over here, I popped up the live. I saw TikTok, and everybody was online talking about the same thing. China this, tariffs that. And I was like, man, for real? And it was like the whole day, like 2 days ago or something, or 3 days ago. And I was like, I even don't have to do research anymore. I know everything now.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, as time goes by, you realize you got to be more patient, and you got to wait for confirmation, knowing that you know it's going to go up. And if it does create a new all-time high, right, you want to cash out, take profits, because, everything that goes up must come down eventually.
Yeah, true.
This idea that we're just going to keep going up, and never come back down is a load of bullshit, and you can sell that shit to Alice in Wonderland, but not here. That's just the reality. You gotta be, and yeah, I would kind of peek a little bit, see what everyone's talking about. It's the same thing. I think the ones that I find far more informative is the people that are actually doing live streams and are actually, charting. Because if you want to get in, right, and find yourself a position, whether if it's a long or a short, for however the run you want it to be, at least you're trying to make some money. That makes more sense.
We tried it with ketchup in my life because we have this FSMA that we can't have financial advice. So we tried it with somebody of America, so ketchup, like 10 minutes showing the charts over here in my life, and he get banned though. I didn't want that he was.
Why?
So yeah, I don't know. Like if you okay, so what that I found is if you put not financial advice on the chart and you show your face, then normally it's not a problem. But I need to test this. I just know this for 2 days, and this TikTok live studio, I'm not familiar with it because like I tried it once, and if I want to do like the login from a chart on TradingView, so I can click on login, but he don't take the password, so it doesn't go further. So
well, it's weird because whenever I do mine, I always have normally a chart on it. It never says not financial advice, and I never get blocked from that.
Yes, but you in America, we in Europe, and in Europe they're holding us down for real. Like,
I gotcha.
Very bad. I saw some things this week. I saw some things like unusual, but it's crazy to talk about. So on the TV and stuff, there are like a lot of showing that people want to do euthanasia and stuff. Yes,
you
know euthanasia?
They want to do what?
Euthanasia. Euthanasia is that you can take like a jab and you die. You give this to people that have cancer and don't want to live anymore.
Are they really putting that out there?
Euthanasia?
They're crazy.
Yes,
man.
Yeah. Wait a moment. So they're doing this already for a long time. And now
everybody needs to block it all.
And now because they're showing this on television, I have a friend of mine. They lost a baby, yes, and they love life and everything, but because of that, he asked the thing to do the jab for doing that, but they didn't want to do it, so he did the self thing, so he killed himself, like, and you see this now, this like propaganda.
I don't know. Hey, Demenzo, I don't know if you want to say that on the live. That might get him banned.
Yeah, sorry, no, but it's crazy, like how this propaganda is going on over here.
Maybe the offie self.
Bro, it's crazy that I'm seeing this, but like normally I don't talk about things like this. But if I'm hearing like people that we know, and it's more and more that people are talking about this because they are not happy. There's a propaganda going on, though.
That's why.
Propaganda.
That's why I was saying to Benzo that the only thing that I see where, if there's anything value right now, right, is if you're going to be charting and people want to, make a play, is the only thing I see. Whether if it's a short or a long, whether if it's crypto, whether if it's stocks, it doesn't really matter. The point is that's the only other thing where you have an opportunity to make some money. The other part is if you're going to stake, if you're going to borrow and lend, if you're going to farm, that's another one. If you're going to learn more about the blockchain and how to tokenize something or build a contract, that's another time consuming, but nevertheless, that's something that you can, you know what I mean? Utilize your time for the time being that this market is still low. It hasn't gone really high. The only coins that really moved is, like some coins that are moving up, which is, they're working their way up there. You know what I mean? But that's all we can do is just wait or do something else productive.
I love this more too, that you can do this, but it's difficult for us to still do this.
You done getting sick?
Mm-hmm. I'm finally better today, to be honest with you. I was just sitting here, reflecting on it.
Mm-hmm.
You been taking your CMOS?
No, actually, I'm out, and I've been taking. You can't get the apple flavored ivermectin anywhere around here anymore.
Oh, really?
Supplies out of it, so I had to settle with the regular shit. But I think last night I loaded up on it. Last night was the end of the end of the chest cold area of it. It was, dude, it was weird. It hit me like a ton of bricks.
Well, that's like back to back on you now.
I don't, dude. The amount of spraying they're doing up here is fucking insanity. You can see the skies this morning.
Well, we haven't seen that around here in a while. So what you're talking about, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Last 3 days over here the same though. Like a lot of cloud seeding.
Yeah, dude, you saw Bill Gates' proposal to dim the sun, right?
Yes.
What a loser.
Absolute insanity.
And they do it.
We're actually talking about and actually having a discussion, and the world doesn't just get rid of them, is beyond me.
Right.
Sooner or later, the people just need to take over globally.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
You're dreaming though.
I'm not dreaming though. I don't think we're far off, man. I don't think we're far off.
But
I mean,
even if we are winning as people, they have something that they're gonna reset everything. So they're gonna put something that we have to restart from zero. That's ready, bro.
But then if they do that, then it's ultimate chaos. And if you just want to get rid of the world, then get rid of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you saw Klaus Schwab step down the day after the Pope died.
Yeah, what's the meaning behind that?
Yeah, what do you think the meaning behind that is?
I don't know. I never even thought about it.
What did he do? I don't know that.
He just attended.
That piece of shit stepped down. I think he was actually pushed out.
Yeah.
Now let's see who the next one's going to be.
The next one to
run left.
Right. And and tell us what your new plans are, right?
Yeah, right.
It's like they got nothing better to do with these fucking weirdos, man. Oh yeah, let's see.
Because you get too wealthy. You get too wealthy. You can't. You have to cap wealth. I don't care what country, what person you are. You have to cap it.
He literally wanted to steer the world towards the theory of the Hunger Games. I mean, that's facts. I mean, it's just fuck. I mean, you know.
That's what I'm saying. You get too wealthy, man, and you just you got to do something else.
I mean, all this smart city fucking bullshit. Look what happened over in Jersey. You think? I mean, look at the areas where it's happening.
That's catching on fire. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Over here, it's like this big smart cities popping up everywhere, and then like small cities are fusioning and everything now. So we see this happening now. Yes.
It's sick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, news on your crypto liquors. I see that it doesn't say coming soon anymore.
Nope. I'm done. I'm ready. I just have to get the rest of the payment system that it's 100%. And we're rocking and rolling. We're open.
Okay.
There's a whole site on both cryptoware.ai, because that's what's fueling crypto liquors in the back end, where you get the entries for the bottles and the other giveaways that I haven't announced yet. But everything's built on the back end of all of those sites. As soon as it opens up, they're both completely different.
Okay.
You are fighting Bacardi and Diageo with crypto liquors.
I can never understand a fucking thing you say. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, please stay calm, man. No, I was saying like you're fighting against like Diageo and Bacardi then with your crypto liquors.
No, not at all. I actually have private reserves of specialty liquors.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to look for it.
It's moonshine.
Yeah. But thanks for looking at it and keeping up to date.
Well, it's been a minute since I've really looked at anything in fucking crypto, man. There's really nothing exciting right now, so it's like, whatever. But now that I just went live, I was like, well, he is here. Let me take a look and see if he's done anything different. And it doesn't say coming soon anymore, so that's something.
Yeah. It's nice now if you page down on the bottom of the Crypto Liquors page where where the coins are.
Correct. So I can.
And they say click, and then you can read what they are. And
correct.
Now it's got a description of everything, and it's
Yeah. So the key features is a small batch production, which is artisanal liquors with unique flavor profiles, crypto branded, bottle themes around major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, luxury design, precious elements, gold, silver, diamonds, and handcrafted bottles. NFT ownership. Each bottle is tied to an NFT for digital proof of ownership and trading. Tokenized packaging. Full package can be tokenized for on-chain trading. Limited editions. Only 50 bottles per release, increasing exclusivity and demand. Elegant packaging. Each bottle is housed in a high-end collectible box. Okay, those are the key features. Now, the community features are the leftover liquor lotteries. Extra ounces are stored in luxury caskets. Claimable VI community lotteries. Casket collectibles designed with crypto symbols paired with exclusive artwork and aging processes. Liquid currency coin, which is the LCC. The narrative token is used for staking, rewards, and ecosystem participation. Cryptoware.ai integration. Buy fashion with LCC for chances to win rare bottles. Visit cryptoware.ai today. Okay, so that's what we need to do.
That's your project, Travis.
And that site is fucking beautiful.
Nice, man.
That won't pop up, but the site on the back end, the new one, is what's fucking flawless. So you gotta understand when I say the payment system, because you'll be able to pay anything and it converts automatically to USDC, and then it will kick you back liquid currency coin in credit.
Okay.
Every purchase you get coin back, plus you get chances to win.
Yeah, because what I was gonna say, something very similar that I use a lot of times on a daily basis, Travis. I'll use my Coinbase debit card, and every time I buy something, using USDC, I get paid back in XLM.
Exactly. This you get paid in community coin.
Revolut have the same thing, like that you paid in Oasis.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's a good project, Travis. Nice.
So in other words, just for the record, for those who want to learn how to tokenize something, create a smart contract, just understand it's going to take you about 6 months to get it right.
Yeah.
So if you can master that, then you have a skill in the crypto space.
No, they're going to get a whole... No, you get... So... There's actually the one thing we didn't really put in there is you're technically getting 7 NFTs. So all of that in one package, you'll be able to tokenize the whole thing as it says.
Okay.
But there'll be instructions on how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's like... A good example would be maybe like, this is for the ladies, right? Maybe we only have like 1 or 2 in here, but overall, like if one of the things that would be tokenizing something would be their fucking handbags.
Oh, yeah.
Because all of the Chinese manufacturing garbage that's stamped in Italy, but it's made in China, you want some proof verification that it was made in Italy or it is the good material that it's made out of, right? So, yeah, that'll be an interesting thing for NFTs.
My one attorney's business is going through the fucking roof right now. It's actually his wife's. So what she does is she has people send her handbags. That's where I got the idea for cryptoware and got the limited edition handbags on there that are all going to be sewn in with an NFT and stuff like that. But she's got companies that send her bags from like all over the world for her to test out, and then the ones that she likes, she does a review and a video on. But dude, her fucking followers have gone through the roof. Nice. If I had her name right now, I would tell you what it is on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, but I can't remember what it is right now.
That's fine. But yeah, overall, just saying that it requires, you know, tokenizing those items because, you know, you want to make sure that you're paying for a fucking full leather bison handbag, and it's, you know, it's gonna hold, and there's only, I don't know, like 30 bags ever made, and that will keep the value of the bag pretty high depending on how the market goes or how you sell it in the crypto space, you know, for more or less, you know, instead of going to a fucking pawn shop. So good stuff.
I understand everything what Travis said. That's a good thing. Sorry that you don't understand a word that what I'm saying. Sorry, Travis.
No, that's fine. So that's that. Any other news shops that you've actually run into?
Give me 1 minute. I got a kid that's gonna be late.
Me, no, not really, man. I haven't really dove into too much, to be honest with you. Just like you, just working and training some girl and got the garden thing going and enjoying some yard work.
Oh, by the way, how is that yard? How is the gardening going?
It's good, man. I got everything in. You see, I think I sent the pictures in and put the little fences around it. I gotta go get some screening. I gotta just put some because my back line here is like aluminum, so those rabbits and shit can get in a lot easier. So I just gotta put some screening up.
I encourage you to build a nice little cage, or like a little cage, and buy yourself some chickens, because eggs are expensive.
Yes. I got 4 of them.
I'd love to. If they would allow it here.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have chickens?
Well, here in an HOA. I mean, I rent. It's not my house, so
right.
The HOA fees would be going to my landlord. He'd be upset.
Yeah, but normally if it's not HOA and it's a house and stuff like that, you can. Just as long as you don't fucking overdo it, trying to, you know, build a fucking farm on a 1,700-foot square home.
We have the same law, like, we have like a law for this. If you have like more than 50 chickens, you have to be like a company or something.
Shops, did you move yet?
No, man, I'm just waiting. Looking. I got an agent, you know, sending me shit here and there, and I just keep searching. I haven't really looked at much this week, just because, like, I've been down with everything. Like I said, I'm not in a rush by any means, but I'm looking. And if a deal comes across, I think the biggest thing is the whole showing funds, because I don't hold shit in my bank account. It's all in pretty much crypto anyway. But you can send some paperwork. Like an example on Coinbase, and he says, I think that will work. And I'm like, oh, I guess we'll find out, won't we? They want to show the cash in hand to like US dollar, or at least in US dollar, but I mean, it's not. It's in crypto.
So they accept already this kind of things?
And they don't use leverage on shit yet, so.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a problem with
that. Well, it's not me. I don't have a problem with it. It's their underwriters that are still, you know, they're pulling the trigger on everything, and they're the ones that say. But the paperwork I did send in with Coinbase, they said that's fine. That shows traces of like the money coming in and out. So they're like, all right, we see your funds, so we're good.
We are a long way from this, because we had a lady want to buy 3,000 euros of some Bitcoin or something like this, and the bank stopped her payment to buy the Bitcoin because it was a risky asset. 3,000 euros. No, come on. So we are a long way from that now.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, as far as the house that you're trying to get, like I think one of the things that I've noticed shops is like really what the people really want is to know is if and I think what is it? Are you loaning? Is it a loan or are you paying full cash?
No, I'd be taking a loan.
All right, so yeah, they just want to make sure you have cash on hand.
Yeah, well, they want to see mainly for my down payment,
Right.
whatever. And they want to be able to understand where that cash came from that I'm sitting on, like in my exchanges. And in the back end of Coinbase has paperwork that looks like a bank statement that
Right.
identifies everything. So he said, yeah, they said they accepted it. So I mean, they accepted it until it's time to pull the trigger. Well, that's another story. And then if they want me to move cash into an account, I have no idea on that final part, but we'll find out. I mean, it is what it is. I can move something if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I think they say, oh, they want to see it for so many days. It's like, listen, do you actually want me to get the loan? If you don't, then go fuck yourself. Like, that's where I'm at too. Like, I'll just wait till I want to buy something and just pay cash, so I don't have to use you. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sick of playing your game. Like, if you want me to take out a loan with that kind of interest and all that other bullshit, well, then stop being a dick. How about that? I got the money. If you want to find out, go look what I made. If you don't think I can hold that in an account or somewhere, then go fuck yourself. I'm sick of playing the pity patty game with these bankers and shit. It's like, enough's enough. I don't care what you say. Like, oh, we gotta see this is where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can see where it came from. Stop playing games.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you.
You can see I bought crypto with it. Like, I mean, it's all accessible.
Exactly. So that's well. I hope you actually do get the house and do whatever it is you want to do with it, or whatever plans you got with it.
Is it difficult for you guys to find a new home in America? Because like over here, sometimes we need to be like looking for 2-3 months, and this is like winter periods, not like summer. Then it's even longer or something.
That would depend on the individual. Like, not really. If you have money, it's really not an issue. But I will say, like, if you live in where areas get really cold, there's a lot of less houses on the market during the cold season. Nobody wants to move when it's fucking freezing. But
I didn't have choice.
But overall, no. When you have money and to find a house that you like is really not that difficult. But there is process that you got to go through. You want to make sure that the house is in good condition. It's not difficult. It just takes a little bit of time. That's all.
Yeah, each scenario is different. I mean, if you're talking about finding property, no, it's not a problem. Just depends on what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like over here we have this build stop, so we can't build new houses anymore because it's too much houses on the same. So in English, but.
So not here. They'll let them build. They'll let them build 5 million if they can. They don't have any procedures. They just let people build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is a problem on the market.
Like for example, Devenzo, do you remember not that long ago with the hurricane that destroyed, I think, parts of Florida and then North Carolina? Well, that entire town has to be completely rebuilt.
Yes, I know that. Yeah.
And so that's one. Number two, we have so much land here in America that it's not that difficult to find, an area. The problem is that do you qualify? What do you have the funds to pay it off? Do you have the funds to build a house? And you're probably in your area. The only direction that you guys have is to build up, to go up. That's it.
Yes, indeed. True. Um, so, but we have like also like a lot of people in the same city, and sometimes you see if there is a house coming out that you can rent or buy. We have like a lot of people always coming to that house, and that's like a big problem with this build stuff over here, though. Like the rich people can still build, that's no problem. If you have the money, like you saying, you can still do this. But like you see more and more, if you want to like rent a small apartment or stuff like this in bigger cities, oof, it's like waiting 3 months till 6 months to find something like, and this is like reality coming every day.
Not out here. I will say that there's most people say, oh, we don't have enough houses built to bring the cost of houses. It's bullshit. We have over 1.8 million houses that are vacant. Why? Because it's too expensive. Inflation. They can't afford it. For starters, the other part is you got a lot of investors, individual, right, retail investors that you'll see them put their houses up for, to a vacation, right, to rent their condos or their houses as a vacation, and that alone is costing you a lot of money, right? But they're willing to probably sell it if they can because they can't afford with those payments. Their mortgages are too high. So we are oversupplied on homes. I don't believe that.
Okay. That's like the difference, totally different than over here.
Yeah, like I don't really believe whatever the fucking news is saying that, oh, we don't have enough houses, we got to build more. Bullshit. We have enough houses. It's just if they're too expensive if people can't afford it.
That's yeah.
That's
If I'm
what
looking
I'm saying. It's overbuilt here. It's overbuilt
yes.
here for the bigger corporations, bigger companies, and all that bullshit. And it's also land grabs for them.
Mm-hmm.
So as they can keep getting the approval to build more, these big companies, like the bigger builders, just keep sucking up land, which is not good. I mean, they're
No,
buying it by it's massive. Okay, they're just sucking it up.
that's
And I'm
right.
sure they're getting funded by other people to do it.
Yeah, private investors, which can be fucking hedge
Right.
funds or somebody or banks. You never know.
Right. Bet if I dig into it, we'll find out.
But that's a rabbit hole you're gonna have to go in there, right?
Right. Well, I don't even need to because you know what? I'm gonna say my radar is probably right with it, and what's it matter? They're buying it up, and I can't.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Not much I can do about it anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna have to buy it from somebody.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. The best option that I can say is if you can buy land, raw land in a good area and build something, then you're golden. But one of the things is that it comes back to is like what skill do you have that will allow you to provide for yourself and live comfortable like that. For example, if you live somewhere about 40 minutes to an hour away from the city, can you work from home? Or do you have enough money to live off the grid? Or are you comfortable with driving an hour each day going once and then an hour going back home?
Well, let's see. That's the whole thing I'm dealing with, JoJo. Like, I like where I'm at, right? I'm like a minute away from work. If I move somewhere, even if I buy or rent, I'm gonna spend the extra money in gas and then the time, like going to work, coming back, takes away my time from gardening, walking the dogs, taking care of stuff. I want to be in a position where I don't have to do that to go to work. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. So I'm not eating up my day and time with the bullshit.
Right.
And it's like, do I want the property? I want the land. And it's like I'm not in the position where I wouldn't have to battle that yet. And then that's what I'm trying to get to, where I don't have to worry about that.
Right. I hear you.
I can work from home or work more mobile. That's the whole goal. That's why it's like a timing for me. I'm in no rush because I'm gonna spend the extra money coming back here to go to work and do all the other shit anyway. And I like being 1 minute away, right? I can get to my dogs in 30 seconds.
Right. Looks like what was it? Ondo made a big push again, right? It went from like 80 something back to like a $1.
Yeah, I just got the update on that too, that it just broke another level or something.
Okay, right on. So it looks like it's moving something.
Yeah, we need some more to go. Like H bar, let's see, H bar still going. XCN, it'd be nice if XCN makes that next level too, man.
Oh wow, yeah. For the day, it's been really wow. For the 7 days, it went from 16 cents to about 3 pennies. Wow, look at that.
I didn't hear you. What?
Huh? No.
What?
Yeah, it looks like H bar was at 16 cents, and now it's up to 19 cents. Yeah. 3 pennies. What a killer.
It's a lot at that point. It's a lot, you know. Those are the moves, and then we'll start seeing those nickels, dimes, and like I said, you play those games where they're at a certain price point. You know, 2 cents, 3 cents, huge moves. Like V-Chain.
Right.
Things like XCN that just hit that penny is 2 pennies. Massive moves will come. XPR 004 when it catches that penny, you know, look out.
I'm gonna say it again. Fucking Core and goddamn Urine Finance. They are both in for a run. Again.
Yeah, I mean, I've been.
I mean, Core already did a little bit of a pump, but Urine's in for another run up to like 15, and then its next run to like 30.
Are you a long time in the Urine Finance, Travis? Because I'm like...
I've never sold one Urine Finance.
I know this for a year, but I didn't know too much about it, so it's a good thing to have then. Yes.
Yeah, I see that literally Core is almost breaking like above 25 cents. They're doing a run. Well, from early April, I'll take that back. From early April, they were down. They were like at 38 cents. Now they're like almost at 75 cents. So yeah, they're running.
And that thing, I mean, that thing's needed.
Right.
That's the crazy part about it. That whole project is needed.
Urine Finance.
Watch that fucker go back up to 90 grand overnight.
What's the ticker for that?
YRN or YRN? RNF?
That's Skyrim. I thought you said Urine Finance. I'm like, what? Okay, YFI, right?
Yep, you found it faster than I did.
Whoa, $5,000. Holy shit. Yeah, these numbers don't play.
No. No. Urine's a powerhouse, dude.
Ave. Okay.
Speaking of Ave, you can see Ave pull a Urine this cycle here.
let's see, because I've heard, I think I've heard of it every now and then, but I've never really paid attention to what is Yearn, right? And just seeing it now, it's like, whoa, this thing is pretty pricey, but it's making numbers regardless.
What was the project again, Travis? Yearn? Because I don't know it anymore. It's like a long time ago.
You know, I mean, the same thing I say with Bitcoin. You know, owning a tenth of it. I mean, shit, throw $500 in there. That fucker goes back to $9,000. I mean, 90,000. You're at $9,000 all day long. It's not. I mean, the project isn't ever going anywhere. It's gonna be used worldwide. Already is.
Yeah, that's what I heard about it too. Okay. I was always scared, like, to buy it in because it was already like this high price. Like if I looked 1 year ago. So, but if you're talking about it, I have to look deeper.
Okay.
But if you look when it did that 14 grand swing, I mean, that was over a course of, I think, 5 or 7 days. I mean, it pops out of the blue.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it was like at 44, and now it's like at 52, 50, almost at 53. So yeah, they're swinging. So when you look at it for like about a month, they're up by almost 5%. So that's pretty good. Well, no, as I said, they're down for, actually they're down. What the hell am I talking about? Wow, and now looking at it for like the whole year, I believe, which was early December, their highest was 14,000. That's insane.
That's what I was just saying. But look how fast that happened.
Wow.
So technically, it's at a third of its price on its second all-time high for the year. But if you go back to its 90 grand swing.
Holy shit!
Look how quick that happened.
Yeah, they were at like at 66,000 or something. That's fucking insane. But right now, I need to make sure that my Ethereum goes up, and I'm hoping it goes up eventually. Because I'm trying to get rid of that fucking bag already.
I wouldn't get rid of that bag. I keep telling you, there is a fucking chance. And everyone thinks I'm crazy about this. There is a chance Ethereum just bleeds right into Chainlink and they take it over.
Yeah, I mean, I seen the charting on that, where the possibility to reach up, like you say, 8,500, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then hopefully it makes a pullback after that. But anything,
that crazy fucker that started that $80,000 Ethereum high on this cycle. He actually reached out to me on Twitter, and he sent me that chart. And he's like, "I think this is about where we're gonna be." And I was I was driving and looked at it, and I was like, "What the fucking hell is this guy smoking?" I was like, 80 G's on fucking Ethereum. I'm like, no,
Yeah, maybe on a long term.
Maybe in 10 years.
That's what I was saying.
So I did with Chillwell some wallet tracking a little bit, and into the creators of LCX, and we see like a lot of partnerships with. LCX is built on the Ethereum blockchain. We know But like we see like a lot of partnerships with the Ethereum coming up though, so I'm like very bullish into it. But yeah, not now I think, like you guys are saying, but like for future, yes.
Yeah. No, and then on the other one that I'm really hoping that it blows up and makes some serious fucking numbers. And I'm not saying like, like lunatic numbers, but or ludicrous, but I'm still waiting that hopefully fucking XPR can get to like 20 fucking cents. That'd be a killer for me too.
Well, I told you what when I was on my talk, what they were talking about with that. There's no reason that thing can't see $5 to $7.
Right. Oh, that fucking 5 to 7. Oh my god, it would be a game changer for me, Travis. It'd be a game changer if it did. And this is where, like I was saying earlier, ladies and gentlemen, when I started the live, that because I haven't been here, on the streaming, is because there's only so much that we can talk about, and we just have to wait till the market moves and goes up and makes numbers. And for the time being, the only thing I can say is keep working on what you need to do as your priorities at home, or keep learning more or skills in the crypto space. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? There's really nothing else that we can do. And then just like, keep watching the market.
A lot of people get buyers. Get buyers cold feet because so people that are new in the whole system.
Me.
Okay. Well, when the market starts going up, then they have a buyer's remorse and buyer's cold feet because they're like, oh shit, well I should have bought there. Well, if you want to be simply satisfied and more guaranteed on a buy, buying an upswing is not a bad thing.
Right.
Crypto Guy yesterday told me, Travis, and I want to ask this because I want to know that you are talking about same. So he was doing a trade.
Hold on a second, Davenzo. You were saying something else, Travis?
I lost my train of thought there.
You were saying that buying, on an upswing is not a bad thing.
Oh yeah, no, because buying a dip, cool beans. And you'll hear me say a lot of times, okay, well, if you can buy it at 14 and it drops down to 12, what does it matter?
Right.
And if you sit back and wait for the buy pressure to build up, and let's say it runs back up to $15, $16, and you see the market's going to run, big fucking deal, then you're in the safe, you're buying on it, now you're accumulating through a month period, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, it's just rolling up on yourself and you're good to go. Am I making sense here right now? Because my head is so fucking fogged up.
That's why it was the question, because Kelly did this thing when he did the trade yesterday. So I was asking about the cold feet thing about Travis. He was setting a take profit on a certain price, but he didn't know the markets would go higher, and so he took the profit, and then he saw the market was still going higher, and that was the question: is this the same thing that you're talking about or not?
Kinda. If you listen to Doug and I have pretty much the same theory on things. Like if something's in the shitter, he's like, yeah, I'm not ready to buy that. I'll wait until it goes up a little bit. It's just a validation buy. You know what I mean? That you're on an upswing.
Right.
instead of a rock bottom buy where it's like, okay, well, is this going to recorrect another 30%? You know, 2, 3, 4, 5% is fine, but you know, and you're dropping another 30%, that's a different story.
Right. So, like I was saying, just overall, you know, you gotta be patient, and you just have to, you know, keep looking, and you know, just keep learning. If you're new, just keep learning on charting. Keep learning about the, you know, the projects that these companies are coming out with in the crypto market, what they do, and see why they are important to the crypto space. You know, me looking at Yearn seems to be like a very important product because of how high it was and how low it is right now. So now it makes more sense that if you buy right now and it swings up really high, then you're killing it. However you want it, you know. But yeah, that's there's only so much that we can do as retailers.
Well, that being said, the next couple weeks, just throw your fucking charts away. It's not going to matter. You won't be able to chart anything. I don't give a fuck who anyone says they are. They will not. I mean, it just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. This fucking thing hits you, let me tell you.
Yeah, no shit.
Get up.
Yeah. Well, does anybody... Oh, that's right. Who did we have? I thought we had, what's his name? Oceans. What happened to Oceans? He just walked out.
Was he on?
He was on, and then he just hopped on out of here.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. There's somebody else waiting on here. I want to see if they're still here and if they want to come up. Maybe. I don't know who this person is, but... What's going on, Alan? How's it going?
Alan.
Alan? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
He's like a lot in the space from everybody a lot.
He was what?
He's a lot in the space the last weeks with everybody, but I never hear them talking.
Okay, so good to know. I guess I gotta add him to my block list, or should I say shit list?
No, but not so. He was like a lot in the comments and liking a lot and supporting everybody, but I never saw him up before. So maybe he tapped too much and didn't see it. That can also be.
Right. Well, either way.
I know he's a big supporter.
So that's good. You know, just keep in mind that he, I need to hear his presence, not just, you know, hear the fucking mic clicking. You know. Oh, that's what it is. Can't talk, my lady sleep beside me. Well, then wake her the fuck up. It's morning already. Shit. Okay, so now that we have that, what else is new for the XRP Hype Club? What other bullshit story are we gonna sell to the retailers?
I don't know what everyone say about it, about XRPL getting hacked.
Oh, this is new? I didn't know that. Well, shit.
You didn't hear about this?
Like I said, I haven't, man. I've been working and not really focusing on any fucking crypto, nothing.
I would have thought shops would have told you.
We try not to talk about XRP.
Jojo, open ledgersinside.com.
Yeah, they got it hard.
Wait, what? Somebody, what?
Wait, I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Somebody they got hacked?
Yeah. This is probably the 12th time, but this time they couldn't keep us.
How much money did they lose this time?
I don't know the number. I don't remember.
Okay.
I was in what's his faces, and Sleeps was like, "Oh, it happened again." Down in the comments, he's like, "It happened again, Trav." And I'm like, "Yeah, we keep trying to tell people."
Well, I guess I have this theory, but I don't know if it's valid or not. But I don't know how secure, like for example, like Chainlink is. Is it hackable? Probably. Is it very easy? I don't think so.
That motherfucker will never get fucking hacked, and I'm going to say it right now.
That's okay. Now I would ask to elaborate a bit more on that.
There is a whole... I don't know if you know the story of the developers of Google.
No.
There was two other sorry, I was lighting a cigarette. There was two other developers that they actually found, let's say, all the missing blocks of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And John McAfee used to talk about this too, and it was always a thing of his about how there was a whole back end, completely secure area, and a whole other what he called a wormhole of the internet that was available that nobody was ready for yet.
Right.
Well, that kind of goes the same route with what Link's doing.
Okay. Yeah.
They have the technology and knowledge to know exactly how deep and where blockchain in a whole really stems even further than what anybody knows. Considering the fact of, putting the definition of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new blockchain. Like there's a whole other area that's completely been untapped. And it goes even beyond tokenization. Because tokenization hasn't even been touched.
Yeah, no shit, because I can see how long it takes to make something out of it. That alone takes a consuming amount of time, and then, to make it so simplistic where you can just do it at the press of a button, I'm sure it takes a lot of fucking work.
And that's what I was saying about Visa, what I said before about, because Visa's starting their tokenization side of purchases. So imagine you go and you buy a Rolex with your Visa, and 2 seconds later you've got an alert on your phone to hit a link from a text. It says, okay, thank you for your purchase from Rolex, yada yada. Would you like to tokenize your Rolex on the Visa platform? Boom, you click it, enter all your shit, click another button, done.
Right.
And that's where it's gonna go.
Right, yeah, because I did some little bit of research where, I think CERN was the where they had a few people who actually perfectionized, I guess you want to say, the internet,
Right.
And so, yeah, I can see that if Chainlink is one of those where they're the next level to internet or tokenization or blockchain, that's a big thing, that they understand that better.
Perfect example. I'm looking at 3 pickup truck loads of Belgian block right now that I got from a church that was built back in the late 1800s. And, you know, I mean, shit like this is going to be tokenized because it literally keeps control and organization of all the data of where it came from, why, you know, how it got here, where it's, you know, what I'm going to do with it, and everything else after the fact. There's a whole other level of everything that's not even great.
I'll say this though, speaking of old stuff, man, God, do I miss those old ass fucking can openers. They are so fucking reliable, and the new shit. If I could tokenize that fucker, I can sell it for a couple grand.
Dude, you wait and see what the next big craze is going to be. It's going to be old school refrigerators.
Fuck, don't say that, because those are nice and they cool really good.
Well, did you know that they pull the same amount of power as with the bullshit Energy Star stuff we have now?
Really?
Yes. There's absolutely no savings, zero, in buying a new refrigerator for energy savings.
Oh, of course. It's just a gimmick, sales gimmick.
Yep, zero savings.
Come on now, man. I mean, how the hell are you saving money from like a new refrigerator, one that has a fucking flat screen on the refrigerator, which consumes energy and technology in there, and then on top of that, you still gotta make sure that you got the basic components to keep your food in good, you know, from going bad.
Okay, we'll put it this way: a compressor's a compressor's a compressor.
Yeah.
It's the same as how it works in your fucking car.
Yep.
They move the same way. It's a gas. It's a gas that cools your fucking refrigerator. It has nothing to do with any electric that cools it. All it does is plug it in and runs the fan.
Right. It runs the same amount of fucking horsepower it requires.
Yeah.
Nothing draws the same amperage, nothing different. I mean,
No.
They don't get anything bigger or smaller.
No, Teslas have a fucking air conditioner. It's run off a battery.
Yeah.
Every fucking car air conditioner is the same way. All they do is change the gas when it comes to home air conditioners. That's a big thing right now. That R42R or whatever it's called, the old stuff. All these fucking guys, all these HVAC guys are sucking those units up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like anything that you can find that's old school and in good condition, and you can tokenize that fucking thing. My God, the amount of money that you can make. That'll be that's something neat.
Oh, just like these signs where I got these blocks. They found all these old signs underneath a concrete slab. I mean, yeah, they're a little deteriorated, but you can still see the artwork on the front of them. I can't make out where they're from. They're probably from over where Devos is there, but yeah, they're bad. They're heavyweight fucking metal signs. They're small, but they're cool as shit.
So while we're talking about tokenization, I'm looking at old school fucking can openers.
I'm telling you, I want a green wall-mounted phone.
Well, it's there. You should have bought it by now.
Yeah, I saw one on eBay. I want the 100-foot cord, though.
Oh, fuck.
That you get all tangled up in and shit.
I want to see those old school refrigerators. I want to see if I can find one on here.
Oh, you'll be it, dude. I'm telling you, look, there's a guy. It's either Tennessee or West Virginia that redoes all of them. I mean, he literally buys shit from all over the place because he comes to an auction that I go to up here in Pennsylvania.
You saw the website that I put it in the comments?
What? Yeah, I saw that. Wow. I mean, well, some of the shit that they're selling, Travis, even when I just look at it, and when I mean like these are unrestored antique refrigerators. I mean, they're going for crazy fucking prices. They're selling them for like $4,500.
Yeah. Yeah.
A 19.
Dude, if you can find an old school series. Okay, so I've done a little research on this because this is the kind of shit that I like. If you can find an old school Sub-Zero, I fucking Christ, I think I saw one the other day. It was like 20 grand.
Wow.
Over here we have like this older generation like doing this repair shops now, like it's like older generations, like, and this is like little communities like coming to each other, and in the neighborhood if you have like this toaster or something like this that is broken, they're gonna repair it for you. But like we see that they have like a lot of antique also my grandparents are also like heavily into this antique thing. So this is like a big business in your country, I know. Over here we're still not used to it.
I'll say this, Devenzo, because everything is so expensive right now. I mean, you talk about from housing to appliances to vehicles, right? They're just so fucking overpriced. The ones that are gonna be kind of making a little bit money are people in yard sales and fucking flea markets for old school stuff. That's where the money's. That's where I think the money's gonna be at right now, because everything is so expensive. Everything.
True that, and it's even not good. Like 20 years ago, our cars went for 20 years. Now, 20 years later, our cars go for 5 years to 10 years.
I mean,
they are more expensive.
Look how crazy fucking eggs have gotten that people are literally fucking buying chickens and a rooster.
Buy chickens, man. I have 4 of them, so it's like for here, like for 6 eggs, it's already like 4-5 euros. Like it's like same of the dollar almost. So it's like very expensive though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, things are just. And when I thought about it like that, then I realized, okay, a lot of things are expensive. People can't really afford it, and so those who are aware of the situation and they don't keep up with the Joneses. Yeah, I think yard sales and flea markets are gonna be where people are gonna be running into.
Yeah, it's a big hit. I see like more and more people go into flea markets over here too. True.
Yeah, talk about the Renaissance 2.0.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, are you selling this sword? Yeah. For how much? 500. Okay, I'll take it. Just crazy shit like that. What about a dog? Are you selling dogs? Yeah, I'm selling pups. I'm selling pit bulls. Just crazy shit like that, man.
New Zealand, yeah, over here, Australia, New Zealand. Sorry, Alan. Yeah, it's for us the same almost.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So I found a 1950s General Electric advertising figural vacuum cleaner.
Show us. Please.
this shit. This shit is.
You can even do the measurements. Nice. I didn't know that.
I mean, they're literally selling vintage iron fireman furnace metal nameplates. Wow. If I can make really good money in the crypto, I would put some money in my old vintage truck and tokenize that fucker. That's.
Is Travis like buying these depots up and like that we see on television, and that you have like this furniture stuff, or not? Travis is not here.
Look at that thing.
Because like over here we have like this. How do we call it? Like garage. Where you put your car in, yes, and people having like a lot of this kind of things, and then you can buy the whole.
Here, I got one for you. Look up vintage Schwinn stationary exercise bikes. I'll show you which one I have. I got for free.
What is it? Vintage swing what?
Schwinn.
Oh, Schwinn. Stationary bikes?
Exercise bike. Vintage.
Okay, let's see. That's
oh,
on
there it is, right there. Hold on, page down. I have that. Well, no, mine's older than that. Keep going. Some of them are like $700. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I've got mine's older than that though. I got it for free.
Let me see.
It's that copper color, but it's got the different things on it. You see that? $340. Keep going. Yeah, mine has the metal wheel and pulley on it. There it is. Yep, that's it right there.
Look at that. It literally.
What's the price on that thing?
$650 before taxes and shipping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
True, father son. What they are asking is not necessarily what they are getting. True.
Oh no, trust me, they sell. You should see them at auctions.
If we are selling something online, we are like putting always more together.
Yeah, these kind of stationary bikes are the ones you really gotta fucking put your back into it.
Talk about a workout. You're getting a workout.
These are the ones that will say, yeah, you need to, this is not like those newer fancy ones where you can set them up to like a, light workout. No, you gotta push that fucker from the start.
You're getting a workout moving that thing around.
Oh, because it's heavy as hell.
Yeah.
All metal. Look at these cute little toys. For those that have little girls. Look at that. An Orphan Annie 3 burner for a little kid. A real fucking... Teach them when they're young. Here you go, baby. Throw in some branches in there.
And all covered in lead-based paint. That's what you want right there.
Wow.
Like a mini BB.
I'm gonna buy that shit and I'm gonna save it, paint it, and fucking resell it out there.
There you go. You should go down the rabbit hole of why they got rid of lead-based paint.
Yeah, 'cause fucking kids started burning themselves on fire?
No. You should look it up.
Okay. I know a lot of stuff back then was not good for people.
Dude, my dad used to tell me he used to run his Matchbox cars through piles of asbestos.
Because of the longevity or what?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, right. No, the rabbit hole lead-based paint's really fucking wild because there's actually nothing wrong with lead-based paint. It kind of goes to the theory of uranium heaters, fireplaces. You ever see the old uranium fireplace units? They probably have one eBay.
$75 for that little thing. Look at that. The size of a fucking beer can. Wild.
How's it going, son? How you been?
Been alright. Been keeping busy with a motorcycle.
Right on, man.
Yep. Just waiting on some parts to customize it and make it my own. It'll be done next week.
Faster than what it is already.
Oh yeah, I've got it set up to tune here in a couple of weeks. I made a custom exhaust for it, modified an old exhaust can and stuff, so I need to get it mapped. But, I mean, it's faster than what I need it to be.
Have you been charting recently, or just riding the motorcycle?
No, I haven't been charting. Shit's still fucking swinging too wildly based off of one person's tweets.
Oh.
I don't like getting involved and getting committed to something based off of everything I see and then getting sideswiped because somebody says something that pisses me off. So I'm just holding for the time being. I guess it doesn't really matter if you're only scalping.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah. But you can do fine on your scalp for, you know, days on end or whatever. And then in the middle of the day you're on a scalp, you're like, all right, great, you know, I'm getting into this one. And then all of a sudden something stupid comes out on the news or somebody tweets something. You gotta sit there and pay too much fucking attention to it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still scared to scalp Ferguson's. I'm like this swing trader long term.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, swing trading's fine, except you still gotta fucking watch it based off of one piece of news, or Trump decides to change his position on a tariff, or, you know, so you still gotta watch it pretty damn closely. Otherwise, if it was just normal charting, normal swinging, you could look at it the larger time frame and go, okay, yeah, it's gonna go up over the course of the next month or so. I'm gonna get in on this and, you know, look at it again and get out. But you can't. The swings get fucked up based off of somebody's emotion.
True, I had it already.
So.
But like scalping, yeah, I'm like just 1 year trading, so I'm not like already, and shorting also not too much.
You know, I got a friend that started getting back into it after he watched me for a little while and made some money, but his what was I gonna fucking say? Damn it. Lost my complete train of thought there.
I don't know, you said something about your friend.
It's Friday, Dave. Doesn't matter.
Shit, that pisses me off. I can't remember.
Yeah, the weather out here is getting nice over here too. So I'm actually kind of happy now that I can go outside and work on things. Cause this cold winter is a bitch.
No kidding.
Wow. Whatever it was, I was thinking completely left.
You still were thinking on that?
You totally forgot about it, man.
No worries. If you stop thinking about it, normally then it comes like this.
Clearly, it wasn't that damn important.
Hey, if you can't remember, it's because it never happened.
Yeah.
Maybe we can know it. That is also maybe it. Maybe the things can not explode. DCS is
On another note, though, I have noticed, because I hop on from time to time just to kind of see who's on and shit, but I've noticed that a lot of people have kind of just disappeared over the last couple weeks, really. Yes. They're not on as much. People are just kind of fading out. The only ones that are on now are the new faces that, I mean, they're on because they're trying to use TikTok to make money.
No, at all. Not at all. I'm here just to help and wake up the Belgian people. I don't want money for it, no credit for it, anything.
Yeah, I mean, even just the lives in the mornings and stuff where people just came just to kind of meet up and socialize, you know, the coffee talk basically in the morning. That's kind of gone now. And in the evening times, it's the only thing I've really noticed are, you know, the typical hardcore, all about one particular coin or whatever else.
Crazy. It's cool. I told it like 2 days ago to Jahit and Texio too. Like, everybody disappeared though, so what happens?
I woke up late this morning. Couldn't even have a hard time finding the motivation to just go to the gym. I'm gonna drag my ass out there for a little bit.
Oh wow, poor you.
Then I gotta figure out where the hell I'm gonna ride the bike to today.
On that same street.
Yeah. Thought about deciding to just go down to Jacksonville, meet up with Lee, grab lunch or something.
How far off of you from his place?
In a car or on a motorcycle?
Ah.
Isn't that the same?
No, it's not.
Yeah, the guy will hit like 100 miles an hour on a motorcycle, 120. On the motorcycle.
Jacksonville is probably a little less than 2 hours in a car. So probably about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Well, this fucking sucks. I just got a message from work. We forgot to do something. Fuck.
Well, you shouldn't have forgotten, and then you wouldn't have got that.
No
message.
fucking shit, Sherlock. Yeah.
This comes back to do it right the first time, right?
No shit. The amount of time we spent out there, I was like, I wonder what these parts are for. I know they must be for something.
You're looking at it the wrong way, though. See, when you get calls like that just means more money in your pocket.
Fuck. No, it means more money the company's losing. While yes, more money I get in my pocket.
That's right.
Oh, fuck.
Your company, is it on a cost plus contract or is it on a fixed contract? Fixed costs.
I'll say this, that we were installing some new light bases for a parking lot, right? And we dug 6 foot, 8 foot holes, right? I
thought you were gonna start seeing daylight come.
And so we poured the concrete for those light bases yesterday, but we forgot to throw in the ground rod. And now that the motherfucker's dried, right, these ground rods are like 8 feet long. And I'm like, fuck.
The copper?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not like you can hammer that shit too easily either because it's so fucking soft.
Huh?
I was gonna say you're not hammering that in.
No fucking shit. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna ground this shit. Why don't we just take it all down? There's only like 6 of them.
We had 4-foot grounding rods that we used on our EW systems. We'd park the vehicle, we'd have to get out, fucking hammer in this 4-foot copper grounding rod to attach the vehicle to do the signal intercept direction finding stuff, and that was a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah. What a fucking what a shit show. I don't even want to fucking know what we're gonna do Monday. My boss is not too happy. But whatever. That shit is done. It's over with. I'll let it fucking, come back on Monday. I don't care. I don't care no more. So, yeah, but I think we're almost done with the project. It's a pool park, I think. I don't know what the fuck else we got to do. It's just we got to work in between 2 projects at the same time that we're trying to get finished by June. So we're driving back and forth to both of these projects. So that's no fun. Well, kind of.
Just look at it this way, JoJo. It could always be worse. You could be me.
Yeah, what's wrong with you now?
Living the hard life, man. Waking up late, trying to figure out figure out where you're gonna ride the motorcycle to. It's a hard fucking life, man.
Yeah, what do you own? What's the motorcycle?
I got a little Honda Trail 70. Little mini bike.
Okay.
I also got a sport bike here.
Oh, bro, that's very cool, though. I was looking it up.
Yeah, see that? There's my motorcycle.
Not bad.
That's the bike.
God damn, that shit is clean.
That thing's pretty.
I was like, whoa, that shit is clean. I was like, well, god damn. It almost looked like a fucking transformer bike.
How many cc's like this one? Oh, don't you talk like cc's.
Okay, so what do I want to do? Do I want to buy some more crypto, some more XPR, or should I do some more Meta blockchain and the XMD? Yeah, fuck it. I guess we'll do some XPR and some USDC.
You're never listening, though. I said LCX. Just joking. It's not financial.
Yeah, 16 cents is out of my pocket. Can't afford that.
Bro, I told you like already a long time ago, and it was on 9 cents last 2-3 weeks. So.
If it goes back to 12, I can afford it. Over 4 bitching cents.
Looking at H-bar going down to what, sub 10?
If it goes down 3 pennies, I might think about it. How pathetic that is, right? Yeah, if it goes down, man. If it goes down by 2 pennies, I'm all in for it.
You know, what strikes me as odd is that there's a lot of people out there that believe that we have hit the floor on everything.
No.
And I don't believe that's the case.
No, not yet.
85 cents.
Now he's talking.
People putting out fucking videos saying, no, the crypto floor is in. It's like, no, it's not, motherfucker.
No. For sure till summer and maybe even after summer.
You're looking at late third quarter, maybe fourth quarter. Worst case, first quarter next year.
True.
Okay, we're moving, ladies. We're moving. Okay, that's what we.
Who you calling ladies?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I heard that little squeaky voice out of you.
You are this young masculine man, so watch out with this. I have to be like this guy over here because now this LGBTQ thing from your country is coming to here, because you can't do this anymore in your country. So watch out with this, though.
Oh my God. So I think it's been a week since I started. I refarmed metal and XMD, and I made 27 cents. Look at that. Way more than XPR staking. And for less, I think. I don't know if I should take profits.
How's the Sniperverse thing going?
I haven't looked into it. That fucking thing is long gone in the wind. I don't even look at it. They need to fix that problem. When they can put something, when they can figure that out, right? As far as like with their fucking website or just overall the entire platform, then we'll go back. We'll talk about it again. Till then, it's out the window. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just saying in general. Just in general, like they need to fix that problem. I liked it. I mean, it was pretty interesting, You can send somebody a few little snips here and there if you like what they posted. Not a bad thing, but hey, they haven't perfectionized anything yet.
The baby shoes. They have to start from somewhere, though.
But it would be nice if Travis can put one of his little projects on the Metalx, fucking Metallica's wallet. That'd be very nice. I'll be right back.
You ready for the cold start, DeVenzo?
I'm waiting for it. I'm like looking to the picture, so.
Go out here and pull the bike out and ride it to the gym. Do the morning cold start on
it. Your neighbors like you very much, I think, no?
I give two shits what they like and don't like.
I'm all ears.
Okay, well, now that I'm back.
Wait, Jojo.
What?
Wait, listen. Father Son has a surprise for you. But don't be with your ears like too close. That's not bad, man.
Nice. Getting ready to catch some wind.
He's going to the gym.
What's up?
She says you're going to the gym.
That is correct.
Alright, well, since everybody is getting their Friday going, I'm going to shut this live. Probably, maybe not. I'll come back later on, run another live for about a few hours, and see what else we can discuss, and maybe we'll have more people in here.
Maybe. If you're lucky, everybody will go and enjoy their fucking weekend.
That's exactly why I said maybe.
And that's why everything's going to be happening this weekend. So watch out for the charts, everybody.
That's right.
And be fooled.
Yeah,
okay?
You've had too much fucking green for the last week. So now we're gonna go back to the Sunday fucking flush.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jojo, for having me.
No, you're welcome, man. I hope everybody has a good day. Enjoy your workout, Father, and shops. Hope you enjoy your work, whatever it is you're working. And we'll probably come back later on live. And everybody in the comment section, in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Take care, you guys.
Take it easy, Jojo.
You too, man.